is the Murder Man, Kilbane.
He's a natural born villains. We some villains. We some 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 natural born
And making his way to the ring now is his opponent. He hails from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. He is the Broken Hero Bad Boy, Justin Lee.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are underway now with this next feature contest. Justin Lee, the Broken Arrow Bad Boy, making his return to WFC a few months ago.
The Bab has returned.
Of course, challenging Tim Rockwell for the Hometown Heroes Championship at the UWO event at the beginning of October. You and I called that match. And it
didn't work out too favorable for him.
It did not work out too favorably for him, and it was meant really to be a one-off situation. Justin said, I just want to come back. I wanted to prove that I can beat Tim Rockwell. He was my primary foe for so much of my career, and I want to once again show that I can best him and win a championship for it. That did not happen.
No, it did not.
But Justin Lee now has another target perhaps in his sight, because the night after his return, or the month after his return, Justin was confronted by John Cross in the ring. And Cross has made it very clear that he wants to face Justin Lee one-on-one.
Yeah, at a time and place. And I thought that was, if I remember correctly, wasn't that originally signed for this card there? Or at least I thought I had saw something of that nature. But I guess Justin got cold feet because he didn't want to deal with John Cross now.
Well, John Cross had some very pointed statements about his opinion of Justin, about opportunities that he had to share a locker room with Justin many years ago. And both of these men want to prove that they are the best of the two. That's yet to come, though. Tonight, though, it's Justin Lee versus a man who certainly cannot be looked past, a member of the Villains, Kilbane.
A man who has literally over-delivered and performed over the last couple years, has gotten nothing but better as time has gone on. The Murder Man has returned to WFC with a vengeance.
And in many ways, I think that Kilbane has been looked at much like Brawler Morrison was looked at for so many years. He's a good utility player, but that's all that that's all the bookers seem to look at him as. But you're right, he over-delivers. The man is absolutely a top-level performer who has not gotten his due, and he's now associated himself with a man who perhaps can get him that due, which is, of course, the natural-born villain, Tim Rockwell, the owner of the company.
Well, Kilbane, not even dealing with the owner aside, Kilbane has definitely shown he's got the skills and the will to become a top-level star, not just in WFC, but in any territory that he wants to go and invade. Right now, though, he's looking at dealing with this bad boy, Justin Lee.
Justin Lee, for the better part of almost 15 years, dominated professional wrestling rings in Northeast Oklahoma. He won singles championships. He won tag team championships with several partners, most notably Max McGurk, third-generation superstar there. And Justin, one of his signature moves right there as he walks that top rope and now goes off of it, dropping that arm down across the top rope.
Tightrope style there. Never ceases to amaze me when people can do it.
Lee incredibly agile, Always
Oh, wow.
but walked straight into a hard clothesline, upending him and laying him down on his back. And now the Murder Man going to work with vicious stomps on the Broken Arrow bad boy.
And this is that villainous side of Kilbane that he has adopted since joining the newly formed Villains. And I really do think that it has raised his stock when it comes to that vicious side. He's got nothing but bad intentions on his mind anytime he steps in that squared circle.
Kilbane is a man who, much like we were talking earlier, again, about Brawler Morrison in the previous rendition of
good
WFC Prime.
suplex there. Great suplex.
Kilbane is a man who is not interested so much in making friends. He just wants to make money, and he knows in this business he gets paid to hurt people.
And he doesn't get paid by the hour either.
No. And that is what he wants to do right here, is hurt Justin Lee, is send a message that to his boss, Tim Rockwell, that I got some more retribution for you. And Kilbane now clubbing forearm across the back.
Well, you got to know that the history between Rockwell and Lee, if Kilbane were to, I don't know, happen to take out Justin Lee, get rid of one headache and problem that the Villains have had, you got to imagine that's going to curry high favor with Tim Rockwell, who, as you did mention, is the owner of WFC. Maybe that could bring some kind of title implication. Maybe put him in line somewhere for a championship.
Well, we do know that, of course, Tim Rockwell, the new WFC Hometown Heroes champion, winning that in the main event of our last program. And Kilbane would certainly love it. Kilbane has never held championship gold here in WFC.
Well, I tell you what, I know good maneuver there by Justin, but
Justin with the swinging leg scissors.
I thought for a second Kilbane was going to counter that.
And now the patented single leg drop kicks. Trifecta of them, perhaps. Yes, indeed.
Well, Kilbane now is on the ropes there. Not literally speaking, but you get my drift.
I do. And Lee off, but goes for the crossbody.
Oh, it
not
puts
able
him down.
to execute.
Right into the cover. Beautiful maneuver.
Kilbane hooks the leg, but not able to really execute the press properly. Couldn't put the weight over that right shoulder of Justin Lee.
Speaking of the Villains, though, I believe there is an ultimatum that has been issued that we will find out later tonight what is going to happen. That of the man who has been on a losing streak, that being Luke Langley, has been propositioned to join the Villains. And it could happen here tonight.
That I believe is supposed to be coming up next. One way or the other, Luke Langley must deliver a decision. Does he join the Villains or does he stay on his own?
Can you imagine if he decides to join the Villains?
I mean, what an incredible addition to the Villains Luke Langley would be, but what a loss to the WFC faithful here.
Not only that, a loss to Black Diamond for that matter. They would lose their smoking ace.
They would. They would indeed.
But right now, Kilbane is looking to smoke Justin Lee in the middle of the ring with that boot.
Kilbane telling referee Frank Lynn to move out of the way as he comes off the ropes and
drops the leg down.
Leg drop there, calls for the pin. He's going to take more than just a leg to pin Justin Lee.
Very much a lackadaisical cover there. This match definitely wearing on both men here.
You can tell that Justin Lee especially has absorbed quite a bit of punishment here. And I'm not one to question his cardio for sure, as I know that he's frequently in the gym, but I got to wonder how much he's got left in that tank as he's inverting, going to go for that future cutter. Future cutter right there.
Oh, that could do it right there. Justin may regret not following up on that, though.
Justin Lee going to go polish it off, going to go for the moonsault.
Oh, man.
Lights out. Lights out in the Sertoma Center. What's going on?
I have no idea.
What's happened here? We still have power? Are we still recording? It's John Cross! It's John Cross!
What? Oh, Justin senses it.
And Justin motioning for Tuck Davian. And Justin has not turned around.
Hey, John. I'm sure you're behind me right now. I kind of expected this. I'm going to turn around. I know what you want to do. You want to attack me, do some cliche indie wrestling pull apart, to ask me for a match. But here's the thing, John Cross. You asked me back in November, you reintroduced yourself as if I didn't know who you are. I know who John Cross is. John Cross is one of the best wrestlers I've ever seen in my life. But you know what? At one time I was the best wrestler in the state too. Yeah. I know what it takes to be the best. Forgive me, I'm not real bloody right now. I'm going to try to speak clearly enough for y'all to hear what I'm saying. John Cross, I respect you because you are a person who every time you meet a challenge, you're never satisfied. You climb that mountain, you go find a higher mountain. I'm the same way. But you knew if you asked me for a match, I would have given it to you. I would back down. Instead, you did what you did. You tried to do what you were going to do tonight. When all you had to do was come look me in the eye and ask me for this dream match. We can find out who the best is, John. I'm the best in my era. You're the best in your era. So when I turn around, John, there's two things that can happen. You can attack me, and we'll have a match the next show. Or you can look me in the eye, shake my hand like a man. We give these people the match of the two best wrestlers in the history of Oklahoma.
Justin Lee offering the hand. John Cross, to his credit, allowing Justin to state his case, did not attack him from behind. And Cross straight up and staring in the eyes of Justin Lee. But the handshake made. And so I guess it is official. But John Cross giving Justin Lee his opportunity. Oh, look out! Justin, look out! Justin Lowe!
You had to know that could have happened. I don't know why Justin Lee turned his back once again on John Cross. Made no sense to do so. This is Justin Lee's undoing.
And Cross now dragging that jacket across the throat of Justin Lee. John Cross proving that you cannot trust him.
Well, he never claimed to be somebody you could trust. He just claimed to be the best.
And now reaching down to shake that hand again before he picks Justin up. Hoists him across the back. And Cross puts down Justin Lee.